Hello.
Hello, it's me.
Hi, I'm Tim Heights. I'm the head of story on Trolls World Tour, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw Branch. Let's dive in.
This ought to be good.
So with Branch, I like to start him with an interesting kind of shape. You go like this, and then a little wider, and then kind of flat across the bottom. And that's going to be his head shape. So a little arch on the top, and then these kind of bigger cheeks that sort of flatten out on the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and really lightly draw in these little crosshair lines that we're going to take out later, but it's going to help me place his face.
I can't feel my face.
Branch's eyes go right about here. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. One of the things that I think is fun about Branch is he has these really thick, expressive eyebrows, and you can kind of make him a little bit grumpy.
Who said that?
And we might even give him these little like half lids because he's usually in some sort of a mood.
What?
Now his nose is a little bit wider than his eyes, and it's kind of this flat shape with 3 bumps on the bottom. And there you have his nose. And now let's give him, since he's in a grumpy mood, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a frown today.
I kinda like it.
His ears are kind of like these sort of jelly bean shapes that are attached to the side of his head like this. I do a little line in there, and maybe I'll come in and erase some of that line there. This one's okay because his ear is sort of behind his cheek here. Now for Branch's hair, kind of comes up from the middle of his ear like this, and then goes in a little bit, and then up again. And the same on this side, out, and then down, and connects to his ear. And then we can just fill it in with some of these sort of scratchy lines for his hair. And I usually like to give it a little bit of this, just to make it look like hair. Now that his face is in, I'm gonna either erase or take away this little line that I drew there. He also kind of has these little like cheek lines by his eyes that sometimes I'll draw in. All right, so there's Branch's head. He's definitely in a grumpy mood today.
Hey man, join the club.
So for Branch's body, I like to think of it as sort of a teardrop shape like this. Connects to his head. Sort of like so. And then his legs come off like this, and they start thin at the top and they get a little wider at the bottom. All the Trolls characters have legs that look like that, where they're thinner at the top and wider at the bottom. And we'll give him some little ovals for his feet. Like a little oval for his foot. And then you can go in and add some toes. I like to just sort of erase some of those lines out once we do that. I'm gonna make this foot a little bit flatter on the bottom actually. Fatter on the top. Give him his toes. Kinda like so. And now let's go ahead and put his pants on him so he's not standing there naked.
Too far.
Give him some shorts, make it a little bit wider than his legs. He has like sort of a patch on his pants here, and his pant line comes up to about there. Now for his arms, thinking since he's in such a grumpy sort of mood, maybe he's got them crossed today. So what I like to do is bring this one down like this, up like this. That's going to be where it tucks into the other arm. I'm going to erase these lines underneath, like so. Then I'm going to take this arm and wrap it around like this. And then we're going to put his fingers kind of poking up here like that. So he's kind of got it crossed. And then I'm going to give him his vest like this. He's got these sort of little scaly looking leaf things on his vest. So kind of like that. And I think for the last little touch, I'm going to add this little shadow underneath his feet so it looks like he's standing on the ground. You can tell Branch isn't too amused today. So there you have it. That is Branch. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
I do want one, but I am not happy about it.